friends, this is Cassie here, and I just wanted to make a quick video to show you how I would use this planning ahead organizer in my class to help me save my time, get my nights and weekends back, and kind of let my students help me with some of the work for math stations or any station. So basically, here is the organizing checklist, and I have opened a file that is all kinds of math station games. So I have 300 different pages worth of math station games in this one file, but I'm just going to kind of go over the first two and show you how I would use it if I was planning. So maybe it's the beginning of the year and I'm just getting started with place value and I'm planning my games. So if I look here, I see that the first slide is a teacher guide and it tells you how to prepare the materials and play the game and all of that. You don't have to print this, but I'm going to have my students help me prepare these stations. So I'm going to print this guide right here so that I can give it to them and they can read the instructions on how to put the station together. So basically, I need to print slide 4. So up here on my chart, I'm going to write the page that I'm going to print, page 4, and I'm going to make a little G to remind me that this is the file with all of my games, and it's page 4. So on this one, I just need one copy, and I just need it on regular white paper on the front. I don't need any laminating or cutting apart or anything like that. It's just literally for the students to use when they help me. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is the student directional guide so that the students know how to play the game. So this goes in the station, so I definitely need to print it. So I'm going to go back, same file. Whoops, what did I just do? Okay, I don't know what I did. Okay, same file, but this time it's page 5. And again, I'm going to need one copy. But this time, since it's going to stay in the station and it's going to be handled a lot, I'm going to go ahead and do it on white cardstock and fronts only. And I do want to also get it laminated, and it won't need to be cut off. No other special instructions. So that's it for that one. So now let me look at the next one. So the next one is this page 6, and it's a dice that the students are going to use for the game. So let's do that one too. So same game file, slide 6, one copy. Maybe this time I want to do it on colored cardstock. And you can even write what color you want if you care. If you don't care, leave it blank. This one I am going to need it to be laminated. And then over here is what my students are going to help me with. They're going to help me cut it apart and assemble the dice. So I might want to say assemble the dice so that the students know how they can help me. Okay, so I did that, and now, oh, there is one more part of this game. This is the recording sheet for the students to write their answers. So you have a couple of different options. You could print it once and laminate it and let students use their dry erase markers, or you could just print it so that they can go home. I like to have some kind of student evidence that they did the work that I could send home. So I'm going to go ahead and just print it for all of the students. So page 7, so I'm going to do 25 copies, and that is just regular white paper, fronts only. It doesn't need laminated. There's no special directions or anything like that. So now I have one game partially ready to go. So I can send this sheet down to the copy room. I can take it myself to the copy room, and I'm going to go over one more game. So the next game, it has a teacher guide again. So that's slide 9, and we have some directions here. So let's go ahead and put these on here. So slide 9 was just the teacher guide. Again, I just want my students to have that so that they can help me. And then slide 10 was the student guide. So I just need one of those. This one I'm just going to put on white cardstock because it had some colored ink on it. So fronts only. I do want that laminated. Okay, so now I'm doing good. I'm getting my stuff done. And now I see that slides 11 and 12, those are going to be game cards. So I'm going to have those printed. So slides 11 and 12, I just need one copy of each, but I'm going to put them on white cardstock, fronts only. I do want them laminated and I do want them cut apart. So let me go to the next one. Here we have slide 13. This is a recording sheet. So on the recording sheet, So this one, I want each student to have their own, but there were 2 to a page. So I really only need to print about 15 of these. Okay, so let's see, white paper, fronts only, and I don't need them laminated, but there were 2 to a page, so I would need to cut those apart. So now let's see where we're at next. Okay, so now we have the actual calling cards, sets 1, 2, and 3. And I know that in the teacher guide it says to print these on different colors because it creates 3 different games, and you want to keep the game calling card sets together so that the game works right. So I know on slides 14, 15, and 16, I only need to print it once, but I do want them to be a different color each. So slide 14, I need 1. I'm going to do them on colored cardstock, and maybe this one will be red, and laminated and cut apart. And then 15, I again just need 1, but this time I want a different color, and fronts only, laminated, cut apart. And 16, 1 copy. Let's do this one blue. Okay. All right. So I'm going to stop there, but if I was planning, I would keep going. And now I have this perfect little sheet that I can take with me when I go to the copy room, make sure that I'm printing everything that I need to do. I can also kind of go in a certain order. For example, if I want to do all the cardstocks first, I can just kind of look through and see which ones, check those off my list. Once I've done them, I can just scratch it off so that I know that it's done and get everything very efficiently completed. And the best part is, now that you have this chart, you can give this to your students that want to help you, and they can do the cutting apart and all of the special things that you might need done to help you get the station and the math or the centers prepared. So I hope you can use this. I hope it helps you to use your time the most wisely that you can and be the most efficient teacher that you can. The more efficient you get, the faster you get to leave when the bell rings. All right, thanks for watching.